Hey everyone, before I jump into this video, I just want to say thank you guys for all the love on the last Star Citizen video. I'm glad you guys seem to enjoy it, and we'll definitely continue to make content on the game going forward as long as you guys are watching. This game's awesome and I really love playing it. Anyway, let's get into the video. Learning to fly in Star Citizen can be a daunting task, especially if you're like me and come primarily from an FPS background, aka haven't ever flown anything ever in the past other than a casual foray into Elite Dangerous from time to time, in my particular situation. Not only that, but there's just so much to learn about the game and how it works in general. I think of Star Citizen akin to the manual transmission of video games. You have to walk and fly everywhere and interact with the game world all in real time. Things move slowly and making mistakes in critical situations can often be fatal. Shields on your ships are much thinner than something like Elite Dangerous, especially if you're in a starter ship, so time to kill against you can be very quick, especially if you're fighting against an opponent who is outfitted better than you. So in this video, I'm going to kind of recap my path of learning to fly and getting over the very initial humps of the game for any extremely new players who just decided to pick up this game and step into the verse. Number one thing for learning the basics of Star Citizen is don't go into the persistent universe immediately. I made this mistake. You can, of course, if you want to. I'm not trying to tell you how to play the game, but I highly recommend you load into Arena Commander and go into free flight before jumping straight in. This will give you the freedom to make mistakes and set your keybinds in a consequence-free environment, as in the persistent universe, if you die, you lose all the gear you bought and carried on your player. Your ships currently have a free insurance rebuy, essentially, so you don't have to worry about losing your ship. But if you buy guns, health stims, or any other personal equipment for your actual player character, you will lose those all if you die, or if you cannot recover your body where you died. I highly recommend you set keybinds for cruise control and speed limiter reset to SCM in comfortable spots if they aren't there already. Cruise control will, like in a car in real life, set your throttle at a constant speed without need for input, which is great for traveling long distances, and the keybind for speed limiter reset to SCM will set your speed limiter right at 50%, where your ship is most maneuverable at the highest speed before incurring the impacts of going too fast. Adding on to this, I highly recommend sticking with mouse and keyboard for this game. At least for me, it was much better than flying with a HOTAS, which is what I primarily use in Elite Dangerous, but for whatever reason, the ships just feel better with the precision that mouse and keyboard offers. The HOTAS felt very limited even in the basics things like throttling, pitching, and yawing. Maybe my keybinds to HOTAS were just bad, but just for my 2 cents and personal experience, I highly recommend mouse and keyboard, especially if you're coming from an FPS background. After you've gotten comfortable with your keybinds and flying around in free flight, I highly suggest you graduate to racing. This will put you in a controlled and also consequence-free environment where you can learn to maneuver and move around in your ship at higher speeds. I highly recommend you get familiar with learning to use all your directional thrusters and learn how a ship feels when you push it too fast, pull too many Gs, and what it feels like to be out of control and how to correct while going through a precision environment trying to hit all the gates in the racing course. After you've gotten comfortable in racing, move on to Pirate or Vandal Swarm. In this mode, you'll learn combat against NPCs along with putting together all the maneuvering you've learned in racing and free flight. The NPCs aren't particularly difficult to take down, but here you can learn what your ship feels like in a dogfight and how quick the time to kill is both against you and other ships. After you're comfortable moving and fighting at speed, you're ready to graduate to the persistent universe. Congratulations. I know this video is a bit shorter, but I kind of just wanted to put this out there as I know the learning curve for Star Citizen, especially if you're a brand new player knowing nothing about the game, can be very, very steep. So I hope this video helped you fellow new players out. If it did, a like and subscription would be appreciated. And as always, if you have anything to say to me, leave that in the comments below. Or if you have any tips for those of you who are a bit more of experienced Star Citizen, feel free to leave that in the comments below as well. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.